I can't believe you came back for another episode after that last game. You meant to click on the new video game donkey video, didn't you? I totally understand. Video game lunchbox and video game donkey are pretty similar names. It's actually a funny story involving a bunch of bananas and industrial drum and KY jelly. Wait, you're actually here for this video? Oh, I didn't expect that. Please feel free to take your socks off. I have a sock rack right over there that you can hang them up on. Can I get you any refreshments? Maybe some Code Red or spicy... Right, the wheel. Let me spin it for you. Let's see what great game we'll be playing today. I have no doubt it'll totally be a banger. Oh, good. It's a sequel. Strange Night 2. You know, who really needs to play games chronologically anyways? The best way to experience a narrative is to be thrown into the middle, blind with no sensory organs. Let's get the install rolling and see if we can find anything out about the game and the developers. I'm just gonna be so super happy if it's another game developed by a minor. Man, that was totally cool and funny, and I didn't feel bad at all recording that. It seems like Strange Night 2 came out in 2018 with the first game releasing 2 years earlier. Usually with my sleuthing, I can find something out about the developer of these games, but I really can't find anything out about Laborie. There's no website, no Twitter, no Instagram. Based on the recommended bundle deal on Steam, they've released 3 games: Strange Night 2, and Descent. I'm genuinely surprised there isn't anything in the way of social media. If I had to guess, they're not native to the United States, but I have no idea the country of origin. I did some pretty hardcore digging in the game discussions and found one Steam user that was always responding to questions and posts: Aspire. Of course, they have a private profile. Okay, I'm gonna do more digging. I found that Aspire posted on other discussion pages for 2 other games, which means Laborie actually made 5 games total, not 3. One of the game's Steam page is completely in Chinese, so I don't even know what the game is about. Hang on, there has to be more to this. I just need to... You know you're in for the ride of your life when you load into a game and you're immediately set on the hit graphic settings, which most of you probably haven't even seen because you're not a real gamer girl like me. Hit! Oh my god. One of my biggest complaints about this game is that there is just so little information given about anything regarding the story. Why am I here? Why is there so much motion blur on the camera? God, I hate it. Maybe my mind has been tainted by the fact that my last game played was Bernie's Nightmare, but I'm digging the aesthetic that is set up here. Do I know why it's spooky? No. I don't even know who I am. And there's cameras and doors, and I'm just clicking on stuff because that's the rules of gaming. You click on stuff and things go brr. Because the game isn't going to give you any hints, I will. You're a police officer that is supposedly investigating a crime that took place at this hostel. And I'm gonna be completely honest, I thought this was like a military boot camp or something. It didn't scream hostile to me, but I really only know hostile in context to the film, so maybe don't take my word for it. Oh, and also a very important thing to note is that you need to smash your skull into the grates on the vents to walk through them. As sassy imposter Amogus as it is to vent, I promise you're safe to do it here, and you actually need to do it or you can't play the game. I wasted so much time figuring this out, and honestly, I'm ashamed about it. I walked up to vents a plethora of times, but I didn't think to bang my head on them until they opened up. And they say head trauma won't get you anywhere. Who says that? I don't know, my memory's messed up from all the head trauma. From here, the game requires you to power up cameras and track down an anomaly, that's it, on the CRTV screen that will be marked with a red dot. This means crawling through vents, and I am definitely not a complete bitch about that. But I'm scared. I don't like that you have to go through the vents. I'm like not about this. I'm really not. I'm not about it. Ah! Fuck you. It doesn't take much to jump scare me, honestly. Then the game pulled this scene on me, which was actually pretty unique and cool. I can't escape. Wait, is it fading? Ew. Wait, I'm the camera now. This isn't horrible. Ah! Oh my god. This is not bad. We now see 5 names: Ramirez, Pablo, Isaac, Mikel, and Andressa. We don't really have any way of telling why those names are important in the game, but having read the Steam description now, it can be assumed that those are the names of the victims that were murdered here in this hostel. Man, it was easier making jokes during the haunted gas station game. Can I get a kooky ghost in here to make things funny? Ah! I take it back. I take it back.
Oh my god.
I want to go back, please. We wake up to find all of our security cameras have been drained of their power, and it's our job to go and recharge them. How does this relate to solving murders? I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. Warning, the game randomly starts using this flickering light effect that will legit give you a seizure if you stare at it for even like a second. So it's like the worst rave club in existence, and all I want to do is go home. Wait, I always want to go home anytime I'm out anywhere. Well, my point still stands. We return back to the CRTV footage and figure out which area to go to. It's time to hope there's a hot MILF in those scary vents and not a fucking monster. Better not be a single MILF in my area. I would hate if there was a MILF in here. Hello? Ah, I don't want to go in there. Okay, I'm just... Are there any MILFs in here? Are there any MILFs in here? Oh, it doesn't feel like there's MILFs. Okay, it looks way more red on the recording. For me, this is basically pitch black. I'm just going to tell you guys that right now. This is, in essence, just a pitch black hallway. Be prepared for even more of the worst dollar store strobe lights in existence, and you find the first key item of the game. No, it's not a MILF, as I so kindly put it in the game footage, but rather a doll of some kind. Continue onward for my favorite experience in the game, vent exploring. I hate my life, dude. I hate my life. I hate my life. Why did I make this decision to do this? I'm closing my eyes. I'm closing my eyes. I'm closing my eyes. Stop. Get out of my ear. Oh my. Stop. Shut up. Shut up. This is not the MILF I'm looking for. Oh my god. Oh, fuck you. It really does sound like she's... Please leave me alone. I want out of the vents. Gamers, I don't want to be here anymore. I don't want to be here anymore. Please, God, please. How do I get out? Make me get out, dudes. Jeez, okay, what? It's really cool with modern technology how they can make games shit and piss your pants for you. That's such a cool new feature. You exit the vents to find some sort of pyre in the distance. I didn't get to go to Burning Man this year, so Burning Doll will have to suffice. Playing this game already feels like a bad trip on skooma, so you know, we're already in line with the true festival experience. It's interesting that there's 4 doll spots and 5 names. I'm sure that's totally unimportant though. You can hear how excited I am that there's actually a game here, and I turned into Marge Simpson for a second. There's a game here! What? This is kind of neat. It's important to take your first bathroom break. Give some scritches to your cat at this point. I had to take a bathroom break though. This is like not bad. I think it has like a not great rating, but is that Nugget? Is that Nugget? Hi, baby. There you go. With more totally fun vent exploration, we're introduced to the circle room. Guess what you need to progress the story in this case? Look for an item, open a door, perhaps a little dance to appease the great dark ones. You're wrong. You need to stare at the wall. Or maybe you said that. I just assumed you didn't. Who stares at walls? Oh, you do? I'm sorry. You might want to bring that up to your therapist next session though. The little segment here was actually pretty cool. Walking through these areas that are inverted the wrong way and fighting gravity was pretty interesting. Whoa. Oh, I guess there was a doll in there. This is kind of neat. That's that's pretty cool. And then we have whatever this is. Seems like a guy who just figured out the old warmed up lunch meat and the couch cushion trick, but I'm not one to judge. We burn the next doll, and Video Game Jordan is astute enough to now notice there's an extra name and not a spot for that doll. You guys already know that though, because script writing Jordan is far more intelligent than gaming Jordan. The next segment of the game takes place in the bathroom section of the hostel, and you can tell how excited I am for that. Guess where we're going next, boys? To the bathrooms. Not where I want to go. I don't like this. This section was pretty neat, though I had trouble being intimidated by whatever this shadow person was doing. That is a little strange. I was scared. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I shouldn't be that way. It's just a little funny. Once you manage to pull yourself away from the sussy stuff that's happening back there, you find a safe and are set on the path to find the code. This was actually pretty cool as well. You're required to find these various baby doll head cameras and use them to scan the wall for a number. Each doll's camera is associated with the order that the number will be found in the safe combination. Honestly, I was pretty impressed by this, but I feel like maybe at this point it doesn't take too much to impress me. The past 2 games I played require less than a single percentage of a brain cell to play, so this is rather mentally stimulating in comparison. The little spook with the dead body is a pretty clever idea as well. I got to the point where I just could not find out where the last location for the last number of the code was. So Gaming Jordan had an awesome idea. I could guess too. How many digits are there? It's a 9-digit keypad. Oh, I guessed it! I literally guessed it! Oh, dude. How did I manage that? My brain is so perfectly smooth and wrinkle-free it just works out sometimes. It's time to bid the shadow person a farewell and get started with the end of the game. What? This is by far the most frustrating part of this entire experience for me. You have to explore the hostel and collect 5 little fluffy rat boys. But there is a ghost monster that will instantly kill you if you cross paths with it. Easy, you think, just don't cross paths with it. Well, the sound ambiance for the creature doesn't always like to play, and sometimes it's just invisible. I can tell that it's supposed to flash and make audible noises when it's moving around, but it just doesn't actually follow those rules all the time. Worse yet, if you get caught, you have to catch all the rats again, regardless if you returned any of them to the pyre. Please, enjoy some clips of my frustration. Okay, so you can't let her get you, actually. Ah! What the there wasn't even anything around me! Oh! Okay, so she can just come into the rooms as well. Okay, gotcha. Oh, no. I had to restart from the first one? God fucking shit! I had 4 of them! I don't even celebrate when I finally get through this part. My icy frustration has turned me into the shell of a woman, unhorny and empty. We go down the mystery staircase and are greeted by an outdoor area. See where I got the idea of this being like some sort of military camp thing? This area doesn't scream hostile, but I don't know if it's supposed to. And I'm really not even sure what the point of this area is, besides having you wander into this spot at some point during your investigation. There were other areas I could have headed to first, but I accidentally just went here. I doubt there's any more explanation in those areas, but still, this segment felt a little bit pointless. I was actually horrified to walk forward. I did not want to, kill myself and have to do the rat scavenger hunt again. I would have cried if I fell into those spikes. You guys have no idea. We get the ending cutscene with a little bit of dom play that I'm not sure that I'm into. Our safe word's arugula, remember? Remember? Arugula? Arugula, please, arugula! Dang it, I hate it when Dommy Mommy cuts my head off as the last token in some weird ritualistic sacrifice. This final character, I suppose, is supposed to be the player character, I think. Maybe suggesting that the smile creature we saw throughout is free to explore the mortal world since the final sacrifice was finally done. There's a song that plays during the credits that screams 2005. And we see a name that pulls up nothing on Google. And I'm not going to play that song because there's no way I'm getting copyrighted striked for this game. Let alone that song. I was legit ready for Wake Me Up to start playing after it finished. We reached the end and honestly, I couldn't believe the wheel actually gave me a game. There was actually something to do and I got to explore an environment for more than 30 seconds. I even got poop put in my pants and nearly rage quit during that stupid rap part. Fuck, I hated it. Overall, though, I don't think the game was that bad. The reviews really roasted, but I didn't have any technical issues like some of them. There were absolutely no storytelling mechanics, but I want to chalk that up to the creator not wanting to put a lot of writing into this game. And when I mean writing, I mean actually notes and text documents. Writing means translations, and translations mean hit as a graphic setting. This doesn't excuse the fact that there wasn't any. I really do wish there were more, but I can see it as the main excuse. Along with that, there should have just been a little bit more direction, especially when it comes to the vent gates. Just like show a rat running into one and pushing it open. Something like that would have saved me so much time. Just like, I'm embarrassed by how long it took me to figure that out. But I suppose that could be my small gamer brain struggling to grasp that sometimes you just need to ignore what looks like a solid wall and bonk into it instead. I like the atmosphere and the little adventure we went on. There were some cool parts that had thought put into them that were enjoyable. The final section with the rat collection did leave a bad taste in my mouth, and sometimes the shadow people were questionable. Overall, it wasn't a horrible experience. I had a decent time playing it. I got spooked while I was doing my run. It's a solid 3.5 tombstones out of 5 for me, if only for the fact that Smile Mommy locked me up like the naughty little kitten I am, that allowed me to end the simulation and wake up outside the Matrix.